Good morning, folks. Sun's shining, and we're going to do some corn today. Right now, me and George are on the way over to get some trucks to take to town, and then hopefully we'll get started to run corn here in a couple of hours, hour and a half or so. Plan is, once we get done with that cornfield, maybe we'll try beans. I don't know. If not, we will do some more corn. There's a cornfield up the road, a few miles we could do, but that's kind of the plan for now. Apparently we weren't the only ones playing in the mud last night. Well, when I got here, there was like 5 trucks, 6 trucks ahead of me. I've been here for an hour now. I don't know if, usually I think all their pits have 2 legs to help them empty out quicker. But I don't know if one of the legs is broke down or what, but they're definitely not dumping very fast. Luckily, it doesn't seem like it's going to be a busy day. Like I said, I've been here an hour and there's 5 or 6 trucks behind me. But man, I hope they can speed it up, because everything we shell today, or this morning, is going to have to come in here. Closing at 4 on Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. First time that it's been dry for 3 solid days. People are going to be able to get some stuff done. You won't even stay open until 6 o'clock. Thanks a lot, Cargill. I mean, 7, 8, or 9 o'clock would be nice, but come on, 4 o'clock? Alright, we're on our way back in with another truck. Alright, we still haven't got that box of Midlands installed yet, but we still got 2 of these handhelds and 2 of the MXT 115s. The 115s are in the combines, so we're just using these handhelds for everything else for now. George has one and I have one, and we've been able to communicate just fine in the trucks when we're usually fairly close, especially sitting in line here. Dad calls me and says, "Hey, you guys can't hear me?" Now Dad is about 6 miles from here at the farm in his combine. I said, "No, we can't hear you." He can hear us fine. Whenever I was on the phone, I could hear George talking to me through the handheld, and he's pulling in the antenna. I'm just really impressed with these radios. Now, Midland has not given me anything or paid me anything. This is just a good product, and I like them. But I am open to free stuff. Now, just getting back to the field here. I guess while I was in line with this last truck, Dad went ahead and tried to do some soybeans. He was kind of thinking that maybe we'd be able to do beans, just not mess with this corn today, but he said they were 19 to 20%, so back to corn we go.
Only 2.
Bologna sandwiches.
Sounds good. What's in your truck, didn't
George, you crap your pants.
I might have a little touch.
George might have had a fart with a little surprise in it.
You never know.
He won't know that.
I'm not telling.
He won't say for sure, but he had to run home real quick.
That's right.
And I think he changed his pants.
Hell no, I didn't change my pants. I ain't dirty in 2 pair in one day.
All right, Dad and George are down at the field combining. Went and got everybody's lunch, so on this episode of Feeding George, he's getting a bowl of mashed potatoes. His request. Got the dining room table set. Yeah, eating lunch on the back of a pickup truck's a nice way to do it. I prefer it be, 70 degrees and sunshine and not 38 degrees and cloudy, but oh well. I hope he slows down. I'm not done with my sandwich. Well, first load coming out for the day.
Well, it sure is going to be muddy today. I need a place to put my new radio mic. Muddy, muddy, muddy. Muddy, muddy mess. Oh, what fun it is to play in the mud. There got to be better days ahead. Got to be.
Just getting back to the field here to get the second load out. This wheeler hopper has air doors on it. I noticed they were kind of leaking a little bit. See, rotten stuff will build up right there, and they won't close as good. So I'm gonna clean that out real quick. One of the crappy things about all this rain we've had, the lanes are so tore up. I've got to drive this truck a much longer way to get back to the main road. The road that we were going out, we've pretty much destroyed. It's hard, you just about get stuck in it with a loaded truck. So it's taking a lot more time just to get to the road. Well, they must be having trouble again because we've been sitting here a while. On a side note, at least I'm getting some editing done.
Looks like Bill might have run a little bit of corn over on her. Sure does make the corn disappear, don't it?
Okay, it's just about 4 o'clock. It looks like it's 3:20. They close at 4, so me, Dad, and George are all in here trying to get all the trucks empty, so that way we can hopefully run beans later. I don't know. It doesn't look like it's been a very good drying day. The sun hasn't really been out any, but that's kind of the plan. It's one of the rare occasions you're going to see my dad in a semi sitting in line at Cargill. That's how you know harvest is getting a little desperate. He's driving a semi. George brought his walkie-talkie with him.
He's getting out. He's getting out. Look out.
You get him talking, he never shuts up.
Walking up beside that truck behind you.
Alright. Now I'm heading to do beans, I guess. Talking to Dad while we were standing in line. He said if they're under 20%, we're doing them. Like he said, we gotta do them. It's tomorrow's Thanksgiving. We'll probably run beans there then too, just me and him. But it's supposed to rain Friday, so we got to get something done while we can. All right, Dad and George are going to finish this cornfield. There's only about 1 combine load, so that'd be about 300 bushel still in the field. The combine's full too, so there's 650 bushel. They're going to go home and get the Freightliner, the dump truck. That way we don't tie up one of the semis, because tomorrow being Thanksgiving, Cargill will be closed. We can't hold that anywhere in our grain bins over here, so they're going to do that so that we'll still have all the semis for me and Dad to run soybeans tomorrow.
Well, this is the last round, this field, this farm. I think we're going to finally get this farm done. Ryan's over trying to do beans, so we'll see what happens. Switch over. Might switch over to try beans here this time. Like that's it for full. Just made it.
Well, this should be interesting. Alright, to the field we go. Well, as you can see, there's a tree line there, and I can't get through there. But I can go through this bean field over here, skirt this tree line, pop down into the cornfield, and then shoot across into the bean field. I'm telling you, we'll do anything to keep from having to take a header off. Volunteer corn. This was underwater through here, and then we did spring tillage. And in my experience, it seems like if we do spring tillage, you'll see all the volunteer corn. Whereas if we do it in the fall, that corn might sprout early part of when the ground first starts warming up, and then usually a late freeze will kill it. Well, if you turbo till or do your vertical tillage a couple weeks before you plant, you get volunteer corn. Well, I'm opening up a 115-acre field. It's not a perfect square. It's more like a rectangle, or more like a triangle. I'm in the far corner of it, farthest away from the grain cart I could possibly, or the road I could possibly be. Only to find out that Dad sent George home. There ain't no grain cart, so I guess I'm going back to the cart. Well, Dad's just getting down there. He just got his head. He just got his combine switched over and he got his head hooked up, but now we gotta go calibrate his head. With the McDonald's, when you're going through the sequence of calibrating them, you raise the head up. With the McDonald's, where they're on their own like spring system, they will bounce, so you have to lock the head to keep it from doing that, otherwise it'll throw your head calibration all off. So really you need 2 people to do that, and there's only one of us, one other person, so I don't know, might not work. Alright, Dad's head's calibrated, and now we're both going. Just don't know how efficient we're going to be without a grain cart in this big field. Kind of wish you'd ask George just to stay at least long enough to get us opened up. Oh well, at least we're getting some beans done.
Okay, here we are starting beans. Finally got started. Ryan's already got a couple dumps.
You know what'll make you feel like an idiot? Whenever you set your AB line and you just let go of the steering wheel and you start going, and you realize, wow, I must have really planted these rows crooked. And then you look down and realize you never engaged the AB line. You're just wandering around the field. Well, I'm about 100 feet from the grain cart and I'm 100% full, so I'm going for it. I heard a ting. No sudden movements. Just a few more feet. Alright, we made it. Alright, now gotta go dump the grain cart. How do we start the load first? Alright, this field's about probably half a mile, 3/4 of a mile long, so we're going to work at the other end from where the grain cart was, because where the grain cart was, there's a seed treatment plot, and we want to do that in the daylight, so we're going to come down here to the other end of the field. Dad's going to come pick me up, because I don't want to have to walk that far. Heck of a taxi cab. Alright, we're back in the combine. We're about got this field opened up. Dad's doing the last couple rounds, opening it up along the river, and then I'm going back and forth. So hopefully we can get well, goal is to at least get 3 loads tonight. We also want to get at least 1 or 2 loads of dumps, preferably all of them. That way the dryer can run tonight, and then me and Dad can run tomorrow. Alright, time to go dump the cart again. It's about like the other place, got a cart in about a mile out of here. Yeah, jumped out of the cart, tractor sunk about 4 inches in mud. Well, we ended up running out of acres to run that weren't in that seed treatment plot, so I'm doing it right now. We have 80 acres of it that are like this. I don't know if we're going to do all 80 acres like as a plot. We might just do it for a while and then say heck with it, but at least we'll get a few good passes. We're using the field view to do it, like you can see here on this map maybe. The orange places in the map, they have the seed treatment. The ones that aren't don't. So I'm trying the best to do stay where the treatment is. It'd be a lot easier with RTK, but with WAS, I mean, I can see some drift, and so basically I'm resetting an AB line every time just to try to stay right where I need to be. When I did this plot, what I did was I put the treated seed in half the tender and the non-treated seed in the other half, and then when I filled the planter, I put the treated seed in half the planter and the non-treated seed in the other half, giving me 40 feet of each for a side-by-side comparison. Let's see what we got for dinner. We got peanut butter crackers. We got cream cheese crackers. And peanuts. Well, cream cheese crackers for now. Alright, the new plan of attack. I'm going to take the cart up, dump it on the last truck we got. Then I'm going to bring the grain cart back down here. I'm going to bring my combine back up to the sheds, and I'm going to start dumping trucks. We need to get the dryer going. I don't know if we're going to, I think we're just going to load the cart. That'll be 4 loads. And we need to get the dryer going, because if we don't, we're going to be dry. These beans are going to take a long time to dry where they're so wet. So if we don't get it going here soon, we're just going to be waiting on the dryer all day tomorrow. So that's kind of where we're at for now. Alright, I'm on my way out of here with the combine. We'll just leave them down here, but they both are going to need fuel if we're going to run all day tomorrow. So yeah, time to go play trucker, man. fire stoked up. We're cooking beans. How cool is that? Isn't that what that one guy always says? Looks like Dad's done combine. There he is in the truck. Well, Dad just took me down to get the cart, so got all the equipment moved in. Now we just got to dump some more trucks. Well, this is the last truck we're dumping, but unfortunately, I have to wait on that dryer to get done heating so I can make sure the moisture's coming out of it where we need it to be. On the side note though, while I'm waiting, we'll finish editing yesterday's video, which will be Harvest Day 39, and get it ready to publish. This is why I do this crap on an iPad. Alright, the moisture is off just a little bit, so I'm going to adjust the moisture controller, and then I'm going to go home. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today. It's almost midnight, and haven't ate dinner, so I'm going home. Thanks for watching. If you like what you've seen, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Brian's Farming Videos and Facebook at Brown Farms. Oh yeah, happy Thanksgiving. You'll see this on Thanksgiving, and we'll see you tomorrow.